Thomas, a lover of old books, spent his days in the dusty aisles of antique shops. One rainy afternoon, he stumbled upon a leather-bound journal, its pages brittle with age. Tucked within its folds lay a small, tarnished key. It was cold to the touch. The key was unlike any he'd seen, crafted from a dull silver metal. Strange symbols, barely discernible, adorned its surface. They seemed to writhe and shift as he turned the key in his hand. Thomas felt an inexplicable pull towards the mysterious object. He purchased the journal and rushed home, eager to unravel the secrets held within. As he sat by the fireplace, the warm light danced across the key, casting eerie shadows on the walls. A thrill of anticipation coursed through him. The journal, written in a language he couldn't decipher, seemed to pulse with an energy of its own. He carefully sketched the symbols from the key, poring over ancient texts and obscure dictionaries. Days turned into nights as he tirelessly searched for their meaning. His apartment, usually filled with the comforting silence of books, now echoed with the rustle of turning pages and the scratch of his pen. The symbols seemed to whisper to him, their secrets tantalizingly close, yet frustratingly out of reach. Frustration gnawed at him, but the allure of the unknown kept him going. He felt an odd connection to the key, a sense that it held the answer to a question he hadn't yet learned to ask. He just needed to unlock its secrets. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Thomas ventured beyond his books. He consulted locksmiths, historians, and even a skeptical archaeologist. Each encounter left him with more questions than answers. The key remained an enigma. He visited museums, antique shops, and dusty libraries, comparing the key to countless artifacts. Whispers followed him, tales of lost cities and forgotten magic. The line between reality and myth blurred with each passing day. Exhaustion tugged at him, but he refused to give up. The key had awakened something within him, a thirst for adventure he hadn't known he possessed. He felt like he was on the verge of a groundbreaking discovery. One night, sleep finally claimed him. His dreams were vivid, filled with swirling mists and the faint sound of music. He saw a stone archway, overgrown with ivy, and a shimmering door beyond. The key pulsed with a warm light, beckoning him forward. He woke with a gasp, the dream lingering like morning mist. The symbols on the key seemed to glow faintly in the pre-dawn light. He traced their outline with his finger, a sense of urgency washing over him. He had to find that door. The dream felt real, more than just a figment of his imagination. It was a message, a clue to the key's purpose. He knew with unshakable certainty that the archway, the door, the magic, it was all real. He just had to find it. As if guided by an invisible hand, Thomas found himself drawn to a secluded part of the city he'd never noticed before. An overgrown alleyway, shrouded in shadow, seemed to call to him. And there, nestled between two brick buildings, was the stone archway from his dream. It was exactly as he had seen it, the ivy clinging to the weathered stone. But instead of a shimmering door, there was only a solid brick wall. Disappointment threatened to engulf him, but he clung to the memory of the dream, to the warmth of the key in his hand. He pressed his palm against the cool stone, his heart pounding in his chest. As his fingers brushed against a loose brick, a section of the wall swung inward, revealing a narrow passage bathed in an ethereal glow. The door, it seemed, was waiting for him. Hesitantly, Thomas stepped into the passage. The air grew heavy, thick with the scent of jasmine and something ancient and unfamiliar. The passage opened into a hidden courtyard, bathed in the golden light of a setting sun. It was both familiar and strange, as if ripped from the pages of a forgotten fairy tale. A sense of wonder and trepidation warred within him. This place, hidden in the heart of the city, felt like a forgotten dream. He knew instinctively that the key had led him here, but for what purpose he couldn't say. His heart pounded with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. Taking a deep breath, Thomas ventured further into the courtyard, the key warm in his hand. The sound of his own footsteps echoed in the stillness, each step taking him deeper into the unknown. The adventure, he realized, had just begun.